Hello, everyone. My name is Susan McVey of SusanMcVey.com, and I am a business sales strategist helping female entrepreneurs close more sales with more ease and lessly so that you can make the money and impact that you deserve and live the life of freedom and flexibility that you desire. So today I'm back in for another quick video on how to transition from serving to selling when you are trying to make an offer to someone. Because as a business owner, you need to make offers, but also how to do this without being sleazy or feeling like you're doing a bait and switch on someone, because this is so often what I see in the marketplace, and you yourself may have been a victim to it. And I say victim because sometimes people are actually teaching these tactics that are really quite gross and icky. And it's one of the reasons why sales has such a terrible reputation and why you may even struggle to even think of yourself as a salesperson. As a business owner, you have to be able to sell, especially in the early days, right? And I've said this time and time again that it is a skill that you need to master. Yes, you can outsource and hire, but sales is usually one of the last ones that you're going to do, because you need to be able to figure out what it is that you have as your unique service proposition, your selling proposition, and the value that you offer to people. So let's just jump right in and talk about selling is serving. And so often when you ask for help, and I know that some of you may be hesitant to ask for help, right? Because you're thinking, oh my gosh, all these people, they're going to bombard me with offers. And so if you actually genuinely want to help, but you're worried about coming across as spammy or sleazy, here's how to do it in a way that is fully transparent. It means people know exactly what you have to offer and you don't feel gross and nobody else on the receiving end feels gross either. So as soon as you start saying things like, PM me for more information, oh, this is something that I help my clients with, so PM me, that is where you start to run into the bait and switch category. Because let's face it, we all know it's going to be a sales pitch. And sometimes you just have a question. You just want a little bit of help. And so if this is the case for you and you're thinking, gosh, I'd love to be able to just help them, well, help them. I know it sounds really simple, but take the time to answer their question, because it not only helps the person who is asking it in the first place, but it helps the people who have the same question who aren't asking it out loud because they're too afraid or they don't have time, they don't even know what to ask. So for every one person that is asking the question out loud in a public way, there's probably at least 10 or 20 or even 100 other people in that group, depending on the size of the group, who are reluctant to ask the exact same thing that you could be helping by proxy. So that is my number one tip for you, is that if you can actually help somebody, do it in public. Don't do it behind closed doors, because this is where people feel a little bit awkward. This is where people feel like, is she going to try and sell me? Is she going to try and pitch me? When really all I need is a little bit of information. Now, if you are on the receiving end of this in terms of you want to help somebody, but you're not sure, what to do, how to transition that, at some point when you are helping people in a public forum, like one-to-many, and it starts to feel like a one-to-one conversation, that is when you stop serving and you start selling. That is when you say, hey, like clearly what I have to offer is what you actually need help with and that you need more information on. I'd love to be able to hop on a call with you. If it makes sense, please feel free to message me if that is something that you feel like would help you. Again, you're being of help. You're serving them. You're trying to extend your services that are going to solve their problem. Now, if they don't have a problem, if it's not bad enough, they won't reach out. Don't take offense. And if you wanted to take it one step further, you could certainly reach out to them and just say, hey, I realize that it might be really forward of me, but I want to just make sure that you understand I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, please feel free to just message me and they will reach out if they need it. That's all you need to do. You do not need to push them. You don't need to check up on them like 3, 4, 5 times. They already know what it is that you're going to offer. If you have spent the time to serve them in public, not behind closed doors. And here's the thing, if you offer something to somebody that you would normally charge for, don't say, hey, like this is this exact same thing that I help my clients with. I've given it to you for free, but this is actually stuff that I do with my clients paid. because you know what that's going to make the other person feel? Terrible. And you're going to feel gross and icky. So if you are at a point where you're helping somebody and you've taken it into an offline chat, and now you're giving them very specific strategies, tactics, things that you feel are valuable, and things that honestly you charge people for that information, then don't give it away for free, and let them know, you know what, at this point, I am not going to be able to keep answering your questions, because these are the things that I help my one-on-one clients with. These are the things that I cover off in my, X group program, and I'm happy to direct you, but I want to make sure that I'm being respectful and mindful of the people who actually pay me for this kind of information. Hi, Alexis. Thanks for joining. Does this make sense? Let me know if this is an area that you're struggling with, because I know for myself, I have been on the receiving end and I provide feedback. Now, I know not everybody provides feedback. I am a bit of a unique person because I want to help improve people's sales skills and the reputation of selling in the online space, right? Because I still feel icky if I don't feel like I've gotten to know that person and I've got enough information. It makes me feel uncomfortable too in order to extend an offer. So I really take the time to make sure that I understand that person, that I know that I can help them. And then if I know I can help them 100%, 1,000%, then I am free to make my offer of clear conscious, knowing that I am serving them to the best possible way. And I don't feel like I've done a bait and switch, because I have been very clear up front that this is information that I would then have people pay me for. I'm happy to help discuss what that might look like. Here are some options for you. But otherwise, here's some free resources. Here's some more general information. Send them to your opt-in, to your Facebook group, to your business page, to your wherever they can collect more information from you, so that you feel good about the interaction and that you don't start to feel like you've overstepped your boundaries, or that people are going to be taking advantage of you and you feel resentful of what you're doing in your business. On the flip side, if you're on the receiving end of this, I would call people out and say, hey, if you had told me right from the get-go that this was information that you reserve for your private one-on-one clients, I would have never asked you to provide this to me as in a free capacity. Right? So we want to be respectful both ways, because as business people, our time is valuable, our information is valuable. We do not want other people to be taken advantage of, nor do we want that for ourselves. So it's really important that when you are helping people, you do it in a transparent, public manner, because I know as soon as we start to hear those, like, please PM me, and I have done it, I tell people outright, like, feel free to PM if I can give you more information. If I don't respond to a tag, or make sure that you do tag me, because I don't always see the notifications and I really do want to help people. So give people ways to be able to get more information from you if you are helping them in a group, if you're helping them on your personal wall, if you're helping them on your business page, and be able to have more dialogue out in the open in order to make sure that people understand the value that you have, the information that you can share, and that you do it in a way that it doesn't make anybody feel gross or icky, or that you're trying to immediately go into a hard pitch when you don't even know who they are and they don't know who you are potentially. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. That's really the information that I wanted to cover off today. And if you want more information like this, because I do have some free resources over in my Facebook community, comment yes. Those of you who are on replay, feel free to comment yes, and I will share the link over in my free Facebook group. No opt-in required. You just have to request to join. And I know that some of you are already in the group, so I can be able to share that resource with you if you are interested. Thank you so much for joining me. I think you can hear the background noise. My house cleaner is here vacuuming, and so that's my cue to end. So thanks so much, and we will see you again maybe tomorrow, but probably on Monday. Bye-bye.